22, senior Eric Stevenson. Number 25, sophomore Roderick Ward. And the starter, senior number 12, David Banerjee. Number 31, junior Owen Chamberlain. Junior number 34, Damon Hendrick. Number 55, senior Jared Jenke. And junior number 44, Keith Van Horn. Assistant coaches Joy Clarkson, Doug Murray, and freshman coach Stan Ruffman.
Welcome to Jones Intercable Channel 51. I'm Edward J. Adams along with Joshua Kennelly, CPA Senior Cable Public Awareness Channel, and tonight another Sierra League matchup featuring the Diamond Bar Brahmas going against the West Covina Bulldogs. West Covina comes to tonight's game 2-1. Diamond Bar leads the league 3-0. So tonight it's for first place. We've got, like we mentioned, Diamond Bar is in first place, and three teams are tied for second at 2-1. They are the Wilson Wildcats, the Nogales Nobles, and the West Covina Bulldogs, who are playing here tonight. So both teams and starting lineups are on the floor and ready to go here. The starters, as for Diamond Bar, they go Keith Van Horn, number 44, Olin Chamberlain, number 31, Damon Hendrick, number 34, point guard David Banerjee, number 12, and Jared Janke, number 55, will play the forward spot. For West Covina, we've got at point number 21, Jamil Mahmoud, James Parker, Humberto Sabalos, Steve McHenry, and Dar Baker. West Covina, check that, Diamond Bar wins the tap, and we're ready to go here. 7:52 into the first quarter. Post up, hook pass inside to Jared Janke. Bank off the glass, a good 2 feet off the mark.
Ed, it looks like they're going to come out in their matchup zone. They sometimes play man-to-man, and Coach Murray said he expected them to come out very aggressively. This is a very aggressive team. He said the man to watch out for on their offense, number 21, is probably their best player.
That's Jamil Mahmoud. Jamil Mahmoud, number 21, the point guard, stands at 5'11". No score. 7:35 left in the first quarter. Glad you could be with us here on Jones Intercable Channel 51. Post up inside is McHenry. Working around the horn, number 45, that's Dar Baker. Playing the point, number 34, Humberto Sabalos, driving the lane, that's number 21, Jamil Mahmoud, and he puts the first two on the board for the Bulldogs. Nice post-up move there.
Yes, Coach Murray said they definitely like to move the ball around and get a good shot, and in that instance, they had very good ball movement, and they did get a good penetration and a good shot from Mahmoud.
Keith Van Horn, who's playing the baseline, tremendous strength from the perimeter, tries to get the ball, posting up inside is number 34. That's Damon Hendrick. We've got a foul on the low post. Give it to Steve McHenry, his first personal. 7:02, 58 seconds into the first quarter. David Banerjee, the playmaker for the Des Diamond Bar team. Inside, Hendrick, bounce off the back of the rim, hits the back, no good. Rebound, Humberto Sabalos goes up high and gets it for the Bulldogs. In the transition, they go quick, they go deep, he pops, he misses McHenry to follow, does an inside rebound, Baker goes to Banerjee on the long rebound. So early on, the Bulldogs are getting inside the paint and getting some high percentage shots there, Joshua.
Yes, they are. They're getting very good ball movement, and so far, Diamond Bar hasn't been able to respond quickly enough to it.
Let's go outside to Van Horn. He's on the baseline, trying to work it around. Good defensive pressure put on by the Bulldogs of West Covina. Inside Van Horn, slam dunk, and he's fouled from behind. So very patient on offense is Bill Murray and company, his team. They try to work it outside. They draw the decoy on the perimeter, and they get it inside to Van Horn, and he draws the foul, and he gets two. The foul will go to number 34, Humberto Sabalos. So our last telecast of a Diamond Bar game against Baldwin Park, Van Horn started with a reverse dunk. This time he goes head on with a jam inside and misses the bonus there. So we're even at 2, 6:07, almost 2 minutes gone in this first quarter. They're working around the horn. Humberto, Baker. Baker post up inside, flashing inside the lane. Working around to McHenry, a tremendous football player. He was all Sierra League. 24 with the ball, that's James Parker. Drive it, post up. Baker loses it. On the pickup, McHenry scores the 2. 4-2, they lead at 5:40. Both teams very patient on offense thus far. Jared Janke inside, Hendrick, he'll dribble drive, post up, no good, air ball. Rebound to Humberto Sabalas, his 3rd rebound in the game early on. You got a shot at Bill Murray and company posting up. Nice pass inside, good intentions, but his back was to, that's Baker, number 45, making the pass inside. That was Jamil Mahmood. But Baker's back was turned there at that point, Joshua.
That was a very good look on Mahmoud's part, but Baker was turning around to go for the rebound. He had very good inside offensive rebounding position. He was expecting a shot.
He was boxing out, expecting Mahmoud to take that shot from the perimeter, a good 16 feet out. 5:08, 4-2 is the score. Work it around. Mahmoud will play the point. Sabalos on the wing. He'll flash through, and flashing back on the other side, going to the top is number 24, James Parker. Humberto, foot on the line, it's a 2-pointer, no good. Rebound goes to Chamberlain. 4:50. And Diamond Bar not starting off as quick as they did against the Braves of Baldwin Park in the transition game. Inside, nice pass right there is Hendrick, and he's missed his 2nd high percentage shot of the night. If he doesn't start hitting those, this could turn into a runaway for the Bulldogs.
That was a case of 2 people being in the right place at the wrong time. He had
Pass on the base. Baker draws the foul.
He had a difficult time shooting that ball that time because by the time he caught the pass, which I'm not sure was intended for him or Chamberlain, he was too far up under the basket, which made it a very difficult shot, which is why he missed that layup.
Sideline shot of both coaches. Ed Coyle in his 4th year for Nogales, and he mentioned at the beginning of the game, we talked to him, he said the 3 keys were his team to get down court quick in the transition game, be very patient on offense. That's what they've been so far. They've scored twice inside the box, and they've got to put tremendous defensive pressure on. The only letdown we saw is when Keith Van Horn posted up inside for that jam and foul on Sabalos.
Well, on the other hand, the Brahmas intend to go to their purple defense if necessary to force the tempo. I see they're not being as aggressive up top on the ball as they were in their last game. That's because they don't overmatch this team in height like they did the other team, so consequently they have to guard the paint, and they can't afford to put too much pressure on the ball.
So both free throws missed by Baker. 4-2, they still lead it. Almost 4 minutes gone in this first quarter, and only 6 points combined scored on the floor. David Banerjee, the playmaker. Roderick Ward now checks in, block, Van Horn. And Baker comes across on the baseline. Baker stands at 6'4", Van Horn stands at 6'7", so you got 3 inches in difference, but Baker hustles down the court and it's a big block on Van Horn.
That was a very big block, excellent timing, and he did the thing that you need to do to block shots. He jumped straight up in the air and caught the ball before it got to the peak of its arc.
And Chamberlain trying to grab on the ball, hits the top of his head and he loses it, and Diamond Bar fumbling the ball and giving it away early. They've got 3, count them, 4 turnovers here in the first quarter. 3:50. 2-point lead for the visitors, West Covina. They were ranked 1st in the San Gabriel Valley Tribune poll as we get a 3-point shot put on by Jamil Mahmoud. And we've got a foul inside. It's a defensive foul, and it'll go against Diamond Bar. Give it to number 55, Jared Janke, his first personal.
That was a very good skip pass across the court that time. They looked for Mahmoud, number 21, and he took a very good jump shot. Unfortunately for them, it didn't go down.
On the inbound, it goes to Jamil Mahmoud, working on top to Sabalos. Patience as he flashes through a motion-type offense run by the Bulldogs. Coming across, there's Baker. Attempted 1 3-pointer already, has missed 0 for 1. No 3-pointers yet made for both teams in this game. Sabalos working it around the horn. Patience is what Ed Coyle says, and that's what they're doing so far. Penetrating, baseline shot, good from 11 feet, no, rebound. Jared Janke with a rebound there as you see the clock, 3:05, 4-2. Posting up, Roderick Ward, 3-pointer, it's good. 2, check it. His foot was on the line as Roderick Ward, the sophomore, checks in for 2. Sabalos comes back the other way. No good. Rebound, Van Horn. David Banerjee working it up court. We're even at 4 apiece. 2:42 left in the first quarter. Van Horn on the base. He'll stay on the base. Banerjee tries to penetrate the lane, nothing there. Roger Ward wants another shot. This time he'll bounce it inside. Hook shot, Chamberlain, no good. Rebound, 2 red shirts there, count him 3 there. 1 shot, that's not gonna do it. You need more than 1 shot on the offensive side for Diamond Bar.
Well, that's exactly what the Brahmas wanted to do to the Bulldogs, but unfortunately it's going the other way. I think right now the Brahmas are rushing their shots. Once they settle down, I think they'll be all right.
2:06, even at 4. McHenry. Sabalos posting up, pick and roll. Doesn't work there. Baker, give it back to Sabalos. Posting up is Henry, they can't get it into him. That's Steve McHenry, he works on the other side. He'll come out base. Good passing around the perimeter.
We're seeing very good discipline out there, and we can expect that all night.
No good, in and out tough. That was a good shot, should have went in. Doesn't get the benefit of the doubt there though, Joshua.
No, and we can expect to see some good shots like that all night because they do take time to get a good shot.
3-pointer, good. And there's David Banerjee. Hits good on his first shot and hits for 3. Gives his team a 3-point lead, 7-4 in a low-scoring first quarter here at Diamond Bar High School. A Sierra League matchup of the first and second place teams. Winner will have first place all to themselves. 106, 7-4. Sabalos, no good. Rebound, nice post-up position on Jared Janke. Banerjee gets it to the base. Baseline move, baseline drive, back on top. Banerjee for 3. Give him another 3. 2 shots, 6 points for David.
Yes, in that first game we saw him, he didn't shoot a lot. He looked to move the ball around, but he can shoot.
McHenry follows up the shot from 17 feet out from Mahmoud, and McHenry doing a fine job on the offensive boards.
As I was saying, Banerjee can shoot. In their last victory, which was a crusher, he scored 16 points to lead the team.
Banerjee tries to penetrate the lane and dish off to Chamberlain, but it's stolen away by the hustle of Steve McHenry, number 43. 18 seconds left in the first quarter, and they'll work for the last shot. They trail by 4. They had a lead of 2 at 4-2. So a 6-2 run put on by Diamond Bar late in the first quarter. 4 seconds, he'll go for 3, he'll hit 3. So McHenry comes through in the last minute to put his team within 1 point of tying this ball game up in a low-scoring first quarter, 10-9. The Brahmas lead it.
Yes, and the Brahmas probably should lead it by more. They've been getting excellent outside shots, and they've dropped a few of those. But what's hurt them most so far is that they've not been able to hit those shots in close. They've missed some very easy shots, and they would probably have at least 6 more points on the board had they not missed a few of those layups.
So leading the first quarter scoring was David Banerjee. 2 shots, 3-pointers, and if he continues to play that way all night long, he could lead Diamond Bar to a victory.
One thing that Coach Murray has emphasized that they're going to really have to work on the boards and keep them off the board. So he expects them to work very hard to keep the Bulldogs off the boards and to limit them to 1 shot. We'll see how that works in this quarter.
So Steve McHenry led the Bulldogs with 5 points, and David Banerjee led all scorers with 6 points in the first quarter. 7:52 inside post-up move. Nothing doing there for Sabalos. Back on top to Mahmoud. Checking in now, that's number 10, Troy Castile. He's a senior, he stands at 6'1", weighs in at 180. For first place tonight here at Diamond Bar High School. 2-1, West Covina. Their only loss coming against Wilson. They lost that game 70-62. And like we mentioned earlier, they were ranked first in the San Gabriel Valley Tribune poll, but lost 2 games in a row, and since then has fallen below that. 3-pointer by Mahmoud, his 5th point of the night, and his first 3-pointer on the night.
Well, he's a very good shooter. He's described as a penetrator. Uh-oh.
And for the first time, we see the defensive pressure, and it's broken by Diamond Bar, and Hendrick makes good on his third shot of the night. 7 minutes, 1 minute exactly gone by in this second quarter. It's all even at a dozen apiece. 6:50. Troy Castile playing the point, working around the horn. Most of their points have come in the perimeter. One shot in the paint by McHenry. Deep three-point attempt put on by number 24, rebound. James Parker took the perimeter shot, last touch by Diamond Bar. West Covina will retain possession.
That time McHenry was able to get in between Chamberlain and Damon Hendrick and get a fight for an offensive rebound. They lost control of it, but unfortunately it bounced off a Brahma player.
6:36, even at 12 apiece. Troy Castile working around. Mahmoud sets up for the three-point shot, doesn't have it, won't take it. Sabalos, he's open for it. He'll beat it around the horn, back on the point. Mahmoud's open. This time he will take a double team. Good.
Mahmoud
Six, give him 8 points on the night as they put on the full court pressure.
Mahmoud has no conscience. As I said, he's probably their best player out there. He can penetrate and he can hit the three-point shot.
They put the double team on the sophomore. He holds through. In and out, three-point attempt by Van Horn. No good. Good shot nonetheless. Rebound. Left hand, back on top to Sabalos. He'll work it around the horn, get it to the point. Troy Castile. Parker. Big shot block on Van Horn early in the first quarter, which went up about 8 rows in the stands. Shot put on by Mahmoud again. This time he misses. He has 8 points and he leads all scorers. 5:40 left in the first half. 15-12. The Bulldogs lead it. Bounce pass stolen by McHenry. He's going on the baseline. He's got a man back. He's fouled, going up for the shot. And the foul will be on number 12, David Banerjee, who has 6 points on the night and picks up his first personal.
It looks like the Bulldogs are stepping up the pressure on defense. I saw Chamberlain down in the box, in the lane, trying to get position down there, and he and Dar Baker are going at it. It looks like it's going to be pretty tough going, getting that ball down in there.
So with that foul, Diamond Bar has 4 team fouls, opposed to West Covina's 1. 3 more for Diamond Bar puts West Covina in the bonus. McHenry. He's a 6'3" forward, weighs an even 200 pounds. He's a senior, and like we mentioned earlier, he was all first team Sierra League for the West Covina Bulldogs.
McHenry's also a catcher in baseball. He averages 9 points, and he's a good shooter from 15 feet in.
So 1-2 defensive pressure put on by West Covina. Double team trap broken by Jared Jank. He gets it to Ward. He'll drive the lane, dish on the base. No shot there as they deny defensive pressure on the baseline. Van Horn gets it inside, and an ill-advised pass that he was double teamed Chamberlain, and he just simply threw that ball away in that situation. Troy Castile back on top to Mahmoud. Work it around the horn. They lead it by 5, 17-12, as McHenry hit on those last 2 free throws. And those 2 free throws give him 7 points on the night. And he's the leading scorer along with Mahmoud. Mahmoud has 8, McHenry has 7. So they have 15 of the 17 points for West Covina as we go into a timeout here. They lead it 17-12 over Diamond Bar.
Well, right now, West Covina seems to be very aggressive on defense, and that seems to be affecting the Brahmas. They've made a few turnovers, they've missed a few shots, and so far their game seems a little out of kilter from what we've seen them play before.
Again, the big 3 for West Covina is to get a shot of Ed Coyle and company, the West Covina Bulldogs. Humberto Sabalos, number 34, Jamil Mahmoud, and Steve McHenry. He's playing a tremendous job on the perimeter. He's following his shots, and he's drawing the fouls inside the box. He's
a very aggressive player, a 3-sport player, and he plays hard in all 3 sports. Anybody who can play catcher is a guy to be reckoned with on the basketball court.
So West Covina comes into tonight's game 10-4 overall. Diamond Bar, if they do win tonight, they will gain their 10th victory. They're 9-4 at the moment and 3-0 in league play. 4:56, 17-12. Biggest lead for both teams. 3-point attempt put by Mahmoud, in and out, no good. Hustle, tip to the point guard, Ceballos. So good hustle on Castillo, gives him a second opportunity and another shot here. 4:40, 17-12. 14 fouls for Diamond Bar, only 1 for West Covina. David Banerjee with 1. Ceballos, 20 feet out, no good. Rebound, nice post-up position by Hendrick. He'll give it to the point, Banerjee, as he slows things up, and they'll be a little bit more patient on offense here. Working around the horn, Jared Janke. And we've got a whistle inside, and we have a push from behind. Foul, number 45, James Parker.
They were going at it a little bit earlier, Ed, and like I said, it's very physical down there. They're trying to deny that entry pass into the lane, and they're banging bodies down there.
.414, second team foul by the Bulldogs by Parker. Pass stolen, inbound, saved by Ward, goes back to the Brahmas. We'll slow it up, they'll work a play here offensively, go to the base, post-up position, Chamberlain hook shot, foul on McHenry. Shot would have counted if it had gone, but it doesn't, but Chamberlain will get 2 shots at the line.
Well, they finally got the pass in there like they wanted to, and I'm sure that's exactly what they want to do, is attack on the inside, either draw a foul or get an easy shot.
According to the PA announcer, they said that's the first foul for McHenry, but if I'm correct, I believe that's his second personal. 17-12. Get a shot of the Brahma Bull here at Diamond Bar, the official mascot of this first place basketball team, as Chamberlain misses the shot there. And we have a foul, offensive foul called against number 34, Damon Hendrick.
I'm not exactly sure what he called that time, but David Hendrick is playing the kind of game that Coach Murray wants him to play. He's being aggressive on both ends of the boards, and that's what they're going to have to do in order to hold back this Bulldog team.
4:03, 5-point lead for the Bulldogs, the biggest lead so far for any team at this point. A slow tempo game compared to the Baldwin Park blowout. Diamond Bar won that game 70-39 going away. 3:50. 5 team fouls for West, check it, 5 team fouls for Diamond Bar, 3 for West Covina. McHenry, 8-footer, no good. Rebound, Chamberlain. That's exactly what they have to do. Give them 1 shot and 1 shot only, if none at all.
Ed, and I also see it looks like their defensive intensity is picked up. They're moving to the ball faster, and they're trying to force the Bulldogs into doing what they want them to do. They're not allowing them to do what they want them to do anymore. So they're putting more pressure on the ball, and it seems to be working. That, coupled with aggressive rebounding, will get them back in this game.
Shot of head coach Bill Murray of Diamond Bar. West Covina, the more aggressive team tonight so far. 3-point attempt, foot on the line, would have counted as 2 only. Rebound, Mahmoud. He's got a 3-on-2 break. He drives the lane, takes it all the way himself, in and out, no good. Ceballos slapped away, nice play by Banerjee. And trying to save the ball there is Janke, but he can't hang on to it. But good penetration on Mahmoud, but good knockaway by Banerjee on defense.
I know this is easy to say as quick as he is, but you have to stop the ball. You can't let a man drive that deep into the lane for a layup. However, he's a very difficult man to stop.
Troy Castile looking baseline. Their biggest win so far this year against the #1 ranked team in the city, Westchester. 250. Rebound, Banerjee. He'll work it up court. Van Horn wants the base, denied the base. He'll try to post up. Banerjee another 3-pointer. This time it's no good. 2 for 3. He has 6 points on the night. Work it up court. Ball on the ground. Picked up by Mahmoud. McHenry flashes in, gets out of the box, avoiding the 3-second call. 2:26. Wide open is Castillo. Bounce pass. Nice look inside to Ceballos, and he scores the 2 over Chamberlain. Chamberlain picks up his first personal.
And that's a foul call that I've never been crazy about. If the defensive man is standing there and his hands are straight up, I don't see how you can call a foul on him. The offensive player goes into him, makes contact, the ref calls a foul. I really don't agree with that kind of foul. The defensive man has no choice but to stand there. What can he do?
maybe his feet weren't planted, but we've had an excellent view here, so that call could have gone either way. He misses on the bonus, but rebound by West Covina, crashing the board is McHenry. We've got a 2-on-2 break. Give it to Banerjee in the wing. He'll post up, blocked. Blocked by Diamond Bars. Check it, West Covina's Castillo on the transition. Sabalos is fouled again, but he misses the layup, but he'll get 2 on the line.
Ed Diamond Bar has been rebounding very aggressively. In that instance, their rebounding aggressiveness cost them because there were 2 Diamond Bar players there for the ball. They couldn't hold on to it. It did skip out. They did start a fast break. However, West Covina was able to get back in transition, block the shot, and start a break of their own.
Castillo with a tremendous block on the wing on the sophomore. No, check it, Banerjee. Big block on the perimeter. We've seen 2 shots on perimeter shots. First on Van Horn by Parker, and now Castillo on number 12, the point guard, Diamond Bar's David Banerjee. Sabalos goes to the line and is 0 for 2 on the line. 2 points on the night. 7-point lead, trying to give his team an 8-point lead with 2:09 left in the first half. So 0 for 3, Sabalos. Those might come back to haunt him at the end of the game. 2 minutes even left in this first half. 19-12, 7-point lead by the visiting Bulldogs, who are looking to get into a tie for first place. Ward on the base, back on top, working on the wing to Banerjee. Post up, hook shot, nice move inside by Van Horn, but it bounces out. Good shot, nonetheless. Ball is on the ground, last touch by West Covina, and that was a nice move, nice pivot on the part of number 44, Keith Van Horn, going one direction, coming the other, had a good shot, but didn't fall in for him.
Exactly. Diamond Bar still being plagued by a lid on that basket on in-close shots.
So Banerjee will set it up 142. 19-12 is the score, 7-point lead. Roger Ward, go base. Cross court, back on Banerjee. He tries to go inside, knocked down by number 24. That's James Parker. Driving the lane is Ward, 15-footer, no good. Rebound, Jerry Janke goes back up, scores the 2. Good crash to the board for his first points of the night. In the transition game, West Covina tries to get it up in a hurry, too much in a hurry, and they lose the ball there. 114. 19-14 is the score. Jerry Janke inbounding the ball. Gets it into a weak pass, but Olin Chamber comes to meet the ball, and he saves it. 109, 19-14. Left-handed dribble by Banerjee. He'll try to penetrate the lane, nothing doing there. Janke, Ward, fakes baseline shot, back on top to Janke. They're looking in, trying to post up to Van Horn, and they do. Left hand, good left hand shot by Van Horn.
That was a very good look in there by Janke, too. He gave him a nice pass in deep for a layup.
And defensive pressure put on by Diamond Bars. They're being a bit more aggressive late here in the first half, and 2 big turnovers late by the West Covina Bulldogs. West Covina doing a fine job at this point, limiting Van Horn to only 4 points in the first half. He has a 21-point average. 40 seconds left in the first half. Double team trap. Wadrick Ward gets rid of the ball, avoids that trap, gets back the ball. Foot on the line, 2-pointer, long rebound, tipped up by Chamberlain, won't go. Chamberlain may have anticipated that ball being a little bit lower, may have bounced too high, and
I think you're right, because he was way up in the air, and his timing was just off on that tip.
Mahmoud drives the lane, bounce past the left side. McHenry, nice block by Janke, gets all ball. Sabalos inside, and we've got a foul on Chamberlain. We know that wasn't with the body, so he had to get him with the hand.
You know, and that's ironic, because I thought the first block was a foul, but I'm not a referee, so he's calling him.
And that foul's got to hurt for Bill Murray, one of his 2 big post-up men being Van Horn and Chamberlain. Chamberlain picks up his 3rd foul, 2 more, he's out of the game. He's going to sit out the rest of this first half.
That's definitely going to affect their defense, too, because you can't be as aggressive on defense when you're playing with 3 fouls. So it'll be interesting to see whether he holds him out for a while in the second half or whether he goes ahead and plays him until he picks up that 4th foul.
Checking in for the last 12 seconds, number 45, Dar Baker. Sabalos at the line looking for his first free throw make, and he does it on his 4th try. Gives them his 3rd point of the night, but he's missed on 3. They lead it by 4. And he misses his 4th free throw of the night, but rebound goes to West Covina. Back on the base, 9 seconds left. He posts up, he gets the shot up, no good. Rebound goes to Banerjee. 3 seconds, 2, 1. He'll shoot it half court, no good. And that's the end of the first half here at Diamond Bar High School. 20-16. West Covina leads it by 4 points, and the key in the first half has to be the defensive pressure they put on Van Horn, denying him any kind of post-up position and not giving him easy shots on the perimeter.
Yes, I think you're right. That pressure, keeping the ball out of the middle, they also had a hard time getting the ball into Chamberlain, affected their offense. At the same time, they did miss quite a few inside shots. They could have been a little bit closer if they had made a few of those shots. The defensive pressure on both ends was intense, which accounts for the low score that we have up there.
So being the more aggressive team, West Covina leads it by 4 points. And I'm Edward J. Adams along with Joshua Kennerly. Glad you could be with us here for this Sierra League contest. Now what you can do is sit back, kick back, and enjoy the halftime festivities here at Diamond Bar High School. Brought to you by here, Jones Intercable Channel 51. Sit down and kick back and enjoy.
There you go. You use 5 seconds. You don't touch the ball. Use 10 seconds. Move. You use 15 seconds. Good. Three-pointer, you use 20 seconds. Move. Hustle, shoot from there. Shoot from over there. And there's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 time. Nice try. All right, Adam Nadowski. Let's go. Here we go. You get 3 seconds. I'll tell you when. Go. There's his way up. 3-point shot. 3-point. You use 5 seconds. 1 point. All right, keep it going. You'll use 10 seconds. Keep it going. You'll use 15 seconds. Good. You'll use 20. Use 25. You'll use 30. 2, 1, time. Nice shot. All right, third one up is Eric Rivers. Here we go, from West Covina. All right, I'll tell you when. Go. There you go. Nice, free throw. Make it. You got to be behind the line. Stay behind the line. You use. Keep it going. You use 15 seconds. Good, you got to be behind the line. No good. You got to be behind the line. Hey, that's the breaks, folks. You got to do it by the rules. There. 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Nice try. All right, let's go. Number 4 is Michael Camacho from Long Island, New York. Go. There you go. Keep it going. You need 10 seconds. right there. Shoot right there. You got 10 seconds. Ooh! 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Nice try. All right, good job, Matthew. Let's see. Shahia Olton. Here we go, hon. Go. You got it. Took 2 seconds. Keep it up. Keep it up. Ooh. So back. So back. You only use 10 seconds. That one. Ooh. Try it again. That's 15 seconds you use. You use 20 seconds. Keep it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Nice try. Okay, and quads forward. There you go. That way. Go. There you go. Now you can go to 2 more seconds. All right. Don't use 10 seconds all the time. You use 15 seconds. All right. You use 20 seconds. 25. Reload. You got 8 seconds. Make it. That's it. Nice try. Nice try.
And welcome back to second half action. I'm Andrew J. Adams along with Joshua Kennelly. You just joined us. The West Covina Bulldogs have a 4-point lead over the first place Sierra League team, Diamond Bar Brahmas, 3-0. Bulldogs 2-1, hoping to get at 3-1, hoping to put Diamond Bar at 3-1. 20-16, 7:43 left in the third quarter. On our first break here, we'll give you the scoring totals and foul totals. 2-point shot put up by number 24. That's James Parker, his first points of the ball game. 7:25. David Banerjee slows it up a bit, and they'll work a 4-corner type offense. Motion offense, Jared Janke. Give it to Hendrick. He'll get it back out to Banerjee to work it around the horn. Give it to Janke inside. Nothing there. Back on top. Ball loose, goes out of bounds. Last touch by West Covina. Going for the ball was Ceballos, who had 3 points in the first half, but missed on 4 free throw attempts. 7:03. Ceballos only 1 personal foul in that first half. As we're here early on in the third quarter, Roderick Ward, the sophomore, starts here in the second half. Post up, Van Horn. Only 4 points in the first half, but he comes out scoring here in the first minute and 15 seconds.
It's very good ball movement on that part. The Bulldogs are sagging down inside. The last time they tried to get the ball into him, they had 3 men surrounding him deep.
So that's only the 6th point for Van Horn on the night. He averages over 20 points a ball game. 6:30, 22-18. They still trail it by 4 points. Back on top to Parker. Ceballos. Parker on top, working to the wing. Mahmoud, check that. Jamil Mahmoud had 8 points in the first half. Driving the bases, Ceballos trying to post up, nothing doing. Post up, turnaround jumper, put up by Mahmoud, it's good. Similar type move we saw in the first half by Van Horn is put on by Mahmoud here on the perimeter from a good 15 feet out.
That's a very good shot, Ed, but still you have to get a hand up in the man's face. You have to try to distract his shot.
And in the transition game, give the foul to Ceballos. A fadeaway jump shot from 12 feet out, put up by Hendrick. And it wasn't, yes, it was a shooting foul, so he'll shoot 2 at the line. Ceballos picks up his 2nd personal. Hendrick missed some key shots early on in the first quarter of this ball game, and they could well as be even, if not ahead at this point. if he'd connected on a few of those shots inside.
Yes, he's been having a rough night offensively, but on the other hand, he has not stopped playing basketball. He's been doing very well on the boards. He's rebounding, which is what Coach Murray wanted them to do. He wanted them to play very aggressively on the boards, and between him and Chamberlain, they're doing a very good job.
So on his first opportunity at the line, he comes up short, empty. 5:50, 24-18, 6-point lead. The biggest lead so far on the night has been 7 points by West Covina. Parker has 2 points here in the second half. Mahmoud sets up, and he hits another 2.
Got to get over there, got to get a hand in that guy's face because he can flat out shoot the ball. They're putting pressure on again, which is what's expected. They always pressure the inbounds pass.
12 points for Mahmoud. Banerjee post up at the left elbow. Nothing there. 3-point attempt by Ward. It's good. Counted as 3.
That's what they're going to have to do, is start popping them from the outside because they're sagging so much in the middle to try and prevent that ball from getting in there. They're going to have to start popping them just like that, and it was a very good shot that time.
And Dar Baker drives the lane and scores the 2. His first points of the night. He missed on 2 free throws early on in the first quarter. Defensive full court pressure put on by Diamond. Check it, West Covina. Diamond Bar doing a fine job of breaking the press, and there's Ward again, the sophomore, coming through here in the third quarter with 2 big baskets.
Diamond Bar has been well prepared to deal with this press. The Bulldogs have been pressing them all night, but so far Diamond Bar has handled that press very well.
So 5 points for Diamond Bar here in the second half, all by Roderick Ward. Banerjee, there's Ward again. He had the ball, anticipated going to the hole, and he just blew a golden opportunity there.
Yes, and I know that has to hurt because he saw a layup before he could actually get the ball in his hands.
28-23, 4:38 left in the third quarter. West Covina looking to give Diamond Bar their first loss in league. Posting up. Parker, no good. Rebound, Baker off the side of the board. Good defensive pressure put on the base by Van Horn. And that 6'7" presence helped give that type of shot for West Covina.
Exactly, and that's what I was talking about earlier. You get a hand up in a man's face, it alters his shot.
Hendrick, nice move, sets up on the free throw, takes baseline with the left hand and scores a big 2 there.
Maybe he's starting to get his rhythm, Ed.
Baseline shot, Sabalos, no good. Long rebound to Parker, he's fouled, count the 2. So just when it looks like Diamond Bar is going to get within a tie and possibly going ahead in this game, West Covina comes right back and answers.
Well, I'm sure that for Diamond Bar, the lack of presence of Mr. Chamberlain sitting over there with 3 fouls is hurting them. They definitely could use him in there.
So Parker scores 4th point here in the second half. 4 points for him. Mahmoud has 4 and 2 for Dar Baker. And he makes good on his 3-pointer.
It looks like the Bulldogs are starting to get more of a contribution from some of their other players. Mahmoud, of course, is still making his contribution. In the first half, he had 8 points, and McHenry had 7 points, so they were the ones leading the team in the first half.
So with a 6-point lead, Ed Coyle calls off the full court pressure as Banerjee dribbles up forward past the 10-second line now. He's looking on the right baseline, nothing there, asking for someone to come across, and Van Horn makes the call, gets it inside, and Van Horn scores the 2. So 4 points in the third quarter for Van Horn. He came out early in the first quarter, scored on that slam dunk early on, but from that point on, we haven't heard much from him until this third quarter.
Well, he's doing a better job of getting position down low, and the Bulldogs are not doing as good a job of keeping the ball away from him and keeping him from getting that kind of position. If he gets that kind of position, he's virtually unstoppable by this team.
So 8 points for Van Horn on the night, looking for his 9th with a free throw here.
Van Horn is doing exactly what a big man needs to do. He's going down there and taking position down low, making it easier to receive that entry pass.
So 3:40 as Van Horn makes good on his free throw, 9 points for him. 3:36 as he's getting things going here offensively. Now into the ballgame, number 15, that's Dana Olton for West Covina. Bounce pass right side, McHenry post up, good shot inside.
And that was a very nice pass that time inside.
9 points also for McHenry against his counterpart. He also has 9 points, 5 in this third quarter. Van Horn, steal, nice steal, Barker, 3-on-2 break, give it back to the wing in the middle, nice move, good score by Baker, and unselfish play on that transition, Joshua.
Yes, and on the steal, you didn't want to see that type of pass. You either have to get that ball up in the air or snap that pass over there. That was a rather lazy pass, and it was easily picked off for 2 points.
Post up on top of the line again, a big steal put on by West Covina. Here comes Troy Castile driving the lane, get it back on the wing, and we've got traveling. So one of the few times tonight West Covina doesn't capitalize on one of the turnovers by Diamond Bar.
Yes, and their defense seems to be picking up on the ball. As soon as someone gets the ball, they're jumping right over there. In that instance, number 34,
Damon Hendrick.
Yeah.
He loses the ball there, and Bill Murray, a little bit upset with his play and losing the ball, checks him out of the ball game.
And Chamberlain's back in.
Roderick Ward, 5 points, hit a three-pointer in this third quarter. Banerjee looking for three, hits his third one of the night. All of his points have come from three-point range.
That's a very good shot. They're packing it in down in the lane again, so they're going to have to start popping that shot. Banerjee's going to have to look for that shot.
That's the first time we've heard from him since the first quarter when he hit 2 big three-pointers. Van Horn gets those arms up in the air, gets it on the transition to Van Horn. He saves that ball from going out of bounds, forces up the shot, rebound McHenry. He holds on to it, was looking for the pass on the wing, nothing doing there.
He was a little bit far behind the basket when he shot that, so it bounced off the front, and Chamberlain could not get the tip to go.
Dana Olton tries to bounce it inside. Three-point attempt, no. Olton goes to the 2, and he travels with the ball. So Dana commits the turnover there, and their team leads by 4 as he checks out of the ball game. Back in is number 24, Troy Castile. Check it, James Parker. Parker has 5 points on the night, all coming in this third quarter. 134, his team leads it by 4. Van Horn, 2-point attempt, 15 feet out, no good. Rebound, McHenry, touch last. Oh, that was close. We had a perfect view. We're right here on the baseline of Diamond Bar's goal, and it seemed like it hit his knee there.
It looked exactly like you called it, like it bounced right off his knee. I don't know, the referee was closer. Maybe we were too far away, Ed.
Bounce pass on the base by Mahmoud. As Mahmoud in this quarter has 4 points. He scored early on, but we haven't heard from him from a good 4 or 5 minutes. 108, 35-31. Diamond Bar could get within 2, if not within 1. He's going for the three-pointer. Van Horn, air ball, good pressure put on by Castile. Knocked away by Van Horn as he comes back on defense, and he gets a little redemption there. Pass across the lane. And Janke holds it up a little bit. They may be rushing things just a bit. Nice pass, post-up move. Chamberlain tries to bounce it, it won't go. Rebound on the box out. Parker, and he'll slow it down. Under a minute, 39 seconds exactly left in the third. Mahmoud, post up, give it to Castile. They lead it by 4, looking to go up by 6, but trying to make it even by 7. Kick intentional by the sophomore Roderick Ward. As the ball goes out of bounds on Diamond Bar's side of the court.
Well, Ed, it's not because of lack of effort that the Brahmins are behind. They should be a little bit closer in this game, but they've missed some tips, they've missed some easy layups, and that has left them 4 points behind. At this point in the game, it seems like they would be at least 6 points ahead. But we'll have to see what happens, because they are putting up a great effort, and if some of those shots start to fall for them, we could see them take over the lead in this game.
As you get a shot of West Covina head coach, 10-4 in the season, Ed Coyle. 28 seconds left here in the third quarter, and they've come out aggressively early on in this game, and they're working quite patiently, but they've had some key turnovers in this third quarter that Diamond Bar has been unable to capitalize.
Yeah, and like I said before, it's the in-close shots where they're missing. I can remember at least 3 tips that they've missed and at least 3 layups.
So with no shot clock at this level, the high school level, 28 seconds remaining, look for West Covina to go for the last shot here. Good defensive game played here in the third quarter. Only 3 fouls committed combined. West Covina has committed 2 and only 1 for Diamond Bar. Ceballos, baseline, no good. He fires the ball with 2 seconds left, 1 second left, and there's a foul committed as Roderick Ward calls the timeout there. But it's last touch by Diamond Bar. They'll get the inbound behind their own basket. Get the inbound, and the shot will not count as it was released after the buzzer. So, after 3 quarters of play, we've got ourselves a low-scoring ball game here. 35-31, West Covina leads it.
That's because there's a lot of pressure being put on the ball on both sides of the court. The defenses are carrying this game, and that's exactly what it's going to take. Diamond Bar is rushing a few of their shots, and at the same time, I said earlier, they're missing a few easy ones. If they are able to get it together, they can take the lead over in this game because they are accomplishing what they want to do. When they can't get the ball inside, they take the outside shot, and that's been working for them. When they get the ball inside to Van Horn, he's almost unstoppable down there. So they just need to link things up, and everything will fall into place for them.
So with 8 minutes remaining, total combined scored points in this ball game at this point is 66 points. And that's a low scoring ball game, especially with the high point averages of the Diamond Bar front line, averaging close to 50 points themselves just with those 3. So we'll start 2 fouls, team fouls for West Covina and 1 for Diamond Bar. So both teams should, if they do stay out of foul trouble, it'll be a close, tight ball game here. Van Horn sets up for 3, in and out, no good. Rebound. Parker gives it to Mahmoud. He moves it up court real quick. Baseline move, Ceballos goes around the pick of Chamberlain, and we've got the block inside by Van Horn, and that was a close one. He may have came down on the body of number 34, Humberto Ceballos. Good move, good penetration on his side on the right baseline there, Joshua.
That was, but there was also very good pickup defense on the part of Van Horn, even if he did get a foul out of it.
So it was a shooting foul. Ceballos will shoot 2. So you have to consider at this point, it's a good foul on Van Horn's part, considering that Ceballos has missed 4 free throws on the night. He has not connected on 1. So on his 5th try, he makes good. And with that 5th try, he gives him 5 points a night, his first points here in the second half. So he goes 2 for 2 this time. 2 big key throws here down the stretch, 37-31.
The clock is starting to be a factor now, so the Brahmas are going to definitely have to start converting some of these shots.
Inside move, knocked away by the West Covina D. 7:24, 6-point lead. Flashback, Banerjee. And we've got a foul on the floor. Complaining on the call is Dar Baker, so you know it's on Dar, number 45.
Banerjee came up limping that time. It looks like he twisted his ankle a little bit, but he's shaking it off. That's Baker's 2nd block on the night. That was a beautiful block that time down inside. That's 3 blocks for Baker.
7:19, 37. Roger Ward for 3. No good. Rebound inside, holding on to the ball, almost losing it, is Baker. Baseline, left side. Ceballos back on top. Give it to Ceballos. Nice passing around the horn. Good ball movement on the part of West Covina.
I want to correct myself. That's 3 blocks on the night for the Bulldogs, 2 for Baker.
3-pointer, big hit by Mahmoud. And we've got delay of the game call warning against Diamond Bar. Next time will result in a technical foul. So that's his 3rd 3-pointer on the night. Gives him 15 points here in the 4th quarter. Stolen away, McHenry read that one all the way. He'll go left baseline, go with his right hand, score the 2. And Bill Murray may need a timeout here before things get out of hand here. And that's what he does.
Yes, Ed, and that time, I think Banerjee did something I saw him do earlier. He picked up his dribble with nobody to pass to. Once you do that, you're vulnerable to the defensive man, and then all the other guys have to do is deny the ball. And that's what happened that time. Banerjee was off balance. He had no one to pass to. Time was running out, and he simply threw a bad pass, which resulted in that 2 points for the Bulldogs.
So McHenry, it's the second time tonight he stole the ball on the transition, and with the bucket there, puts him over double figures. He has 11 points, along with Mahmoud, who leads all scorers with 15 points on the night. Ed Coyle telling his players to be very patient on offense, get the job done, as they've held this Diamond Bar team to 31 points. They scored 70 points in our last telecast here at Diamond Bar High School against the Braves of Baldwin Park. There's no way they'll get close to that point at all. .634. Pass inbound to Van Horn, 42-31, and they're going to have to low post either Chamberlain or Van Horn underneath to draw some fouls and possibly get some easy points under the bucket.
Well, they're going to have to do that, but they're also going to have to pick up the tempo of this game, because right now they're 11 points down, and it's really going to be an uphill battle for them to catch up in the next 6 minutes and 23 seconds.
So from the first quarter on, West Covina came out to this ball game on a mission to get tied here for first place in the Sierra League, and they've remained aggressive until this point. They are definitely the more aggressive team tonight. There they go, low post. They'll go to Hendrick, 5 feet out, no good, air ball, as it only travels 4 feet, 42-31. They'll dribble it up court. Again, they move it up quick, nice ball, move it back on top to Ceballos. They've got a man open on the base, that's Parker, looks inside, no pass there. There's Mahmoud, he's open for the three, he'll take the three, he won't connect though, long rebound to Banerjee. And here he goes down court as West Covina gets back on defense real quick. 5:45, Van Horn, and we've got a hold on number 34, Ceballos.
He doesn't think he was holding, but he did have his arms wrapped around Hendrick that time.
So his third foul on the night, 2 more, he's out of the ballgame, 5:44 remaining. And the biggest lead of the night for any team, and especially for West Covina, 9 points. Banerjee with the ball. Give it to Van Horn, looking base, nothing there. Chamberlain trying to post up, he can't do it. Good defense put on by Baker. Banerjee, 2 big 3-pointers in the first quarter, had another in the third. He has 9 points overall, all from 3-point range. Van Horn drives the lane, tries to draw the foul. He does. Doesn't convert the hoop, but he'll get 2 on the shot.
That was a very good move that time, and they're going to have more moves like that. He took the baseline and was able to draw the foul, and it bounced just off the front of the rim.
And picking up back-to-back fouls here, Ceballos, he'll have to check out. That's number 34, and checking in for him is number 10, Troy Castile. Castile on the night has no points, but he's an excellent playmaker on the transition.
Well, he's a very hard player. He plays very hard, and he's very good on defense. He's quick to the ball. I've noticed that every time the ball comes to his side, he's right there. And every time somebody puts a shot up in his area, his hand is up.
First free throw good by Keith Van Horn, but he misses on the second. He has 10 points, and he gets his 10th point here with 5:24 remaining in the fourth quarter.
This could be an important play right here. If they can get 2 points here, they could be right back in the game.
And Parker gets up high to block the inbound pass, and he had a big block early in the first quarter on the baseline of Van Horn, and that pretty much set the tone for Van Horn, who only has 10 points at this point of the ball game. Banerjee inside, Hendrick post up, doesn't draw the foul, misses again, inside, draws the foul though. That's the third, kind of maybe even the fourth time tonight that Hendrick has had an easy post-up shot inside. Could have had the point there and had another bonus free throw, but he gets 2 nonetheless and makes up for that first bad shot.
He's having a rough night, but like I said, he has not quit. And you have to keep shooting when you're having a bad night like that, and you have to keep playing. He missed an easy shot. He knows it, but he didn't stop. He ran over, hustled, got the offensive rebound, and was able to get a foul out of that.
And with the miss there, he's 0 for 3 at the free throw line. And especially in a low-scoring ball game like this, free throws are crucial. He misses both free throws, and Diamond Bar not hustling for the ball. They could have picked up the loose ball there. West Covina picks it up, and they'll dribble up slow down court and be patient on offense. They're up by 10. West Covina on the base. Back on top to Castile, working around the horn. Parker looks for the three, won't do it. Baker, double team trap, avoids it. Driving the lane is McHenry, and picking up the blocking foul there is number 31, Chamberlain, and that gives him 4 personal fouls with 4:55 remaining, Joshua.
That could hurt.
So a big decision has to be made here by head coach Bill Murray. Do you leave him in with 4:55, hoping that maybe your team comes back, or you just go with what you got at this point?
Well, I don't think there's enough time left in the game to take him out of the game right now. I think you just have to go with him and hope that he doesn't pick up that 5th foul. He's too important to their offense and their low post offense to take him out now.
Bill Murray, the head coach of West Covina, looking straight onto the court, not even looking to the side of his bench, so Chamberlain will remain in the ball game. And they'll go to Chamberlain knowing that he has 4 fouls, so they'll try to post up either McHenry or Parker, one of the two. Baker check that. Parker working around the horn. They are leading it by 10 points, and bad pass saved by McHenry on the transition, stolen away. Good quick move on Mahmoud, and the Diamond Bar bench is just incensed with that call. They thought he traveled with the ball. 4:27, McHenry above the free throw line. Ball goes out of bounds, last touch by Diamond Bar. Both teams pretty evenly matched in talent. It's just that you have to be honest, you have to be true here, that Diamond Bar has just simply been out-hustled by the Bulldogs.
Well, I agree with that in part. Like I said before, if some of the easier shots had fallen, this would be a much closer game. I think Diamond Bar has done a lot of what they wanted to do. They're not breaking on the press when they inbound the ball. They're able to get the ball in, and they're getting the shots that they want. Unfortunately, a lot of them haven't dropped for them.
And Mahmoud working the ball, showing tremendous ball handling skills. Has the ball around the court, working around the horn. They're working for the best shot possible, the highest percentage. They get it inside, high percentage. Barker scores the 2. Check it, Baker. Baker for the 2. So they drew the defense on the perimeter, got it inside. Uncontested was Baker.
Well, they're very patient, very disciplined with that ball. They get very good ball movement, and as a result, they get very good shots.
6 points, ball stolen away on the transit, picked up by Hendrick. He draws the foul, scores the 2. So Hendrick can get his team within 9. They were trailing by 11. Check it, 12. Gets it within 10, they can trail by as much as 9 now. And again, West Covina remains very aggressive, especially on the half-court D.
This game is far from over, because if the Brahmas can put a little more pressure on defense and come up with the ball a couple of times, they could be a couple of 3-point shots away from being very much back in this game.
And 3 consecutive misses by Damon Hendrick. Puts his team in the hole, 10 points. 3:19. Clock, their biggest enemy, as Joshua mentioned a bit earlier. Knocked away off the knee of Sabalos. Mahmoud, 15 points in this ball game. No points so far in this 4th quarter, as they're holding to keep the ball and holding on, hopefully, for a victory. 3-point attempt, no good. Rebound, McHenry inside, and we've got a foul. It'll go against West Covina. If it's against Sabalos, he's out of the ball game.
And I think it is against Sabalos. It looks like he pushed. It is his 5th foul. It looks like he pushed David Banerjee in the back, and the referee called a foul, and Banerjee will go to the line.
So Sabalos in the game, he remains in there. He'll have to check out with 5. Ed Coyle talking to the ref here, wanting to know. Sabalos, again, he has, on the PA, he had 5. He does have 5, so he checks out. And checking in for him will be number 10, the senior, Troy Castile. So West Covina, they've shown a lot of depth on the bench tonight.
Well, that could hurt them, actually, because while number 10, Troy Castile is he's a good player, He's not the kind of player that Ceballos is. And they have about 3 minutes left. It's exactly 2 minutes and 58 seconds left in this game. So that takes away a little bit of their offensive threat and a little bit of their rebounding strength, even though it gives them a little more quickness, I guess. So that could work in the Brahmas' favor.
You get a shot at head coach Bill Murray. His team trails by 10, 44-34, as Berto Ceballos fouled out of the ball game. He fouled out with five points on the night. He missed on 4 free throws. And with that foul, that puts him in the bonus with 2:58 remaining. So from this point on, a shooting foul will be 2 shots. A non-shooting foul will be a 1-and-1 situation for the Brahmas. But with 2:58 remaining, the clock could run out.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what kind of defense the Brahmas play, whether or not they're going to go to a press now to try to up the tempo of the game for these last 3 minutes.
And Banerjee connects on his first free throw and puts his team within 9, can get as close as 8. He misses the second. Rebound, Chamberlain, but it's stripped away by West Covina. James Parker and Mahmoud come up with it. So some big free throw misses. 3, count them 3 by Diamond Bar here in the 4th quarter. Those 3 points they score would put them within 6 points, but they trail by 9. 2:45. That's a foul by Banerjee, a non-shooting foul. They still have 2 more fouls to give. So at 2:45 with 2 more fouls to give, considering it's a non-shooting foul, they still have to inbound the ball. Back on top to Mahmoud. He'll dribble, try to commit the foul, try to pick up the foul. He doesn't, and we've got a foul on McHenry. The 5th. 2:34 remaining in the game. 17 fouls for West Covina, 5 for the home team, Diamond Bar. 3 free throw misses in this 4th quarter by Diamond Bar. That could be the difference at the end of this game. 2:30. Double team trap. He avoids it. Mahmoud dribbles out. Goes around court and he picks up the foul. And 3 fouls here in a hurry. 16th foul. Give it to Hendrick. His 3rd personal. The last foul went to Roderick Ward, the sophomore. He has 2. Working around the horn. 2:23 left in this game. 9, a big 9-point lead for West Covina. They hold on to this lead and gain a victory. They'll be tied for first place with Diamond Bar as McHenry drives the lane, tries to stuff it with the left hand, can't do, but they get the rebound and they'll get a second opportunity here and they'll work for even a better shot.
That was great defense that time. Chamberlain went up and blocked him on that dunk attempt.
There's Parker. 2 minutes left. Time running out as there's a foul committed by Van Horn, and with that foul, gives him his 3rd personal, and that puts West Covina on the line, a 1-and-1 situation with 1:57 remaining in this game.
I think that's exactly what Coach Murray wanted to do, was to get them to in a 1-1 situation so that they can get the ball back and try to get down here and score some points.
And that was Bill Murray. He's off his seat and tremendously upset, knowing that this team may fall out of first place. No good, but the rebound again, 3rd consecutive offensive board for West Covina, and that's been the difference. There's Mahmoud, 15 feet out, good. And that could be it at this point with 1:46 left, 46-35, a 3-point lead, 11-point lead, check it. 17 points for Mahmoud. Van Horn, left side, he'll shoot from base, good. Good from 18 feet out. I mentioned he shot from the base just right there on the side of the key. They trail by 9. 11 points on the night for Van Horn. 1:22 left.
So that is a strategy. They are putting them on the line. It worked the last time, but unfortunately they were unable to get the rebound of the missed foul shot.
So Mahmoud at the line with 17 points, looking for points 18 and 19. 122 remaining. Both teams at the bonus, in the bonus at this point. He misses, rebound Jared Janke, and they got to get it down court quick and in a hurry and put that shot up quick. They'll get it on the base, Ward. They're trying to post up Janke, they can't get it into him. Banerjee hits a three. And we've got a timeout by West Covina. Ed Coyle needs to talk to his team at least one more time as they get within 6 here. Big three-pointer by Banerjee there, Joshua.
Exactly. Now it'll be interesting to see whether the Brahmas put pressure on the backcourt and try to foul quickly, put them back on the line with that 1-on-1 situation, and see if they can get another rebound, come down and convert another three.
So Banerjee is 4 out of 5 from three-point range tonight. He's 1 of 2 on the line. He has 13 points on the night, and he's kept his team in this ballgame and a chance to possibly, you know, have a chance of tying it at the end, if not getting the lead here.
Well, I definitely think, too, that they needed more outside jump shooting to open it up inside because they had a very difficult time getting that ball down in low. And when they did get the ball down in low, they were very successful with it.
So Van Horn has 3 personals. Olin Chamberlain, 4 fouls. So if Chamberlain commits another one, he's out of the ball game.
Well, he's out of the ball game now.
Okay, so he checks out. Ward is in, Janke. And we've got a foul real quick by Banerjee. He fouls number 24, James Parker. Banerjee picks up his 3rd personal. So 6-point lead, and some big free throws here, a 1-on-1 situation, and the pressure's on number 24, James Parker, a 6'4" senior. So all the West Covina players are back as he hits the first one.
And he looked very confident doing it. His release is very good. .106. Looking for an 8-point lead, doesn't do it, makes 1 of 2. Banerjee, 12 points from 3-point range, 13 points overall. He's looking for another shot, nothing there. Wodrick Ward fires from 3, looks good, no good. Rebound Ward, no, tipped away by McHenry. A volleyball rebound goes to Baker as they drive the lane. Parker drives the lane and scores the 2, gets it back to a 9-point lead. Ball thrown away by Diamond Bar, may have been touched by West Covina, but a foul may have been committed before the ball was lost. Oh, he was fouled on the shot, definitely. He went up for the shot, and flying in there, I believe, was number 24, James Parker, and he definitely slapped him on the hand.
James Parker, if that is the foul on him, that's his 3rd personal, but he has 3 points here in the 3rd quarter.
Oh, it was Gar Baker that he called it on Gar Baker, but I don't think it was Baker.
45 saying me, pointing to himself saying it's not on me. He was nowhere near the ball.
24, James Parker.
They did correct it. The PA announcer did correct it. It was 24, Parker. Banerjee, 42 seconds left. They trail it by 9. And unless a miracle happens here at Diamond Bar High School, Diamond Bar is going to lose their first league game and fall into 2nd place. So with the victory, West Covina against Diamond, so they would have similar records at 3-1, but with the win over there, they would have the rights to first place.
Now, I suppose because he was attempting a 3-point shot, he got 3 foul shots that time.
So he hits on 3 of them?
Yes.
He did hit on 3. So it was a 3-point foul, above 3-point range. He hit 3, 34 seconds remaining. Still a close ball game. So Banerjee connects at the free throw line 3 times. He's 4 to 5 at the free throw line and 4 to 5 from 3-point range. So he's having a fine night overall. Janke picks up the foul there, his 3rd personal. And the senior needs some big free throws here. He connects. So Troy Castile scores his first points of the night here late in the fourth quarter. His first one comes from the line. He'll look for his second. He hits on both. 8-point lead. Here's Banerjee. He'll try to post up, bounce pass to Ward. He'll shoot the three, long range, no good. And here comes McHenry. He's fouled by number 34, Damon Hendrick, and that could be it. 26 seconds remaining.
Foul number 34, Damon Hendrick. Fourth personal, West Covina at the line to shoot 21.
So 26 seconds left. McHenry at the line. He has 11 points in the night. He's 2 for 2 at the line. He hits, so he'll get the second. So McHenry had some balanced scoring in all 4 quarters tonight. As he connects on both free throws here, he's 4 for 4 at the line. He had 5 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, and now 4 here in the fourth. Three-pointer good by Roderick Ward. Puts him within 7 points, so Diamond Bar making a run at it.
That was Banerjee that put up that last three-point shot, and so far he's been hot. He's been very hot in this second half, and it's too bad they couldn't get that kind of thing going a little bit earlier. It might have opened up the inside game and made this a much easier contest for Diamond Bar.
So Banerjee is 5 for 6 from three-point range. That gives him 19 points on the night. He had 6 in the first half, and he has 4, 7, 10. Count him 10 points here in the fourth quarter. And 13 overall in the second half for David Banerjee. $19 seconds, 53-46. Hendrick will guard the inbound on McHenry, putting the offensive pressure here. And here comes Castile. And we've got a foul in a hurry by the sophomore Ward on the senior Jamil Mahmood. Take it, he's a junior, he's 5'11".
Well, stranger things have happened. There are 18 seconds left in this game, and they're 7 points behind, and you still can't count a team out until it's over. It does look mighty grim for Diamond Bar at this point, however.
It's good. 18 points for Mahmood. So this is the highest scoring quarter for both teams. And if he connects here, it's 20-plus points for both teams here in the fourth quarter. And he does, he connects on both there. His first free throw attempts on the night gives him 19 points. There's Van Horn, no good. And Van Horn struggling offensively tonight as McHenry, as he's falling out of bounds, is fouled by the sophomore Roderick Ward with 9 seconds remaining.
That time Van Horn didn't shoot in his natural rhythm. He more or less tried to steer the ball into the basket. It was about a 10-foot shot, and I guess he was trying to make sure that it went in, so he didn't have a natural release on that shot, which is why he missed.
So 9 seconds remaining, 55-46, 11-point lead for West Covina, and they'll go to 3-1 in the league. Rebound Diamond Bar. As we go down court, three-pointer by Banerjee. This time it's short, and that makes him 5 of 7 on the night. And that could be it, as Diamond Bar coaching staff says, get down court, this is it. We gave it our best, and they'll suffer their first loss here in the Sierra League as the horn sounds now. So 11-point victory for the Bulldogs as they come on to Diamond Bar's court and pull off a big upset here in the Sierra League.
Yeah, It's early, and they'll have to play them again. So I'm sure they're going to learn from this game. The thing about it was, I guess both teams came in with a game plan, and the Bulldogs were able to execute theirs, and the Brahmas weren't able to execute theirs. It seemed like in the first half, the Bulldogs' defense was very aggressive. The Brahmas' defense was a little more passive than the Bulldogs' defense was. On the other hand, the Brahmas tried to get the ball down inside and had a very difficult time because of that aggressive defense, which took away a part of their game.
Okay, the key, we talked to Ed Coyle before the ball game, and 3 keys on winning this ball game was getting back on the transition. They did a fine job in doing that. They played attacking, aggressive defense all night long. McHenry with 2 big steals in the game on the transition with easy layups. Patience on offense, they did very well on that. They had excellent ball movement, and the defensive pressure was probably #1 tonight, and especially the defense on Van Horn, who only had 12 points tonight, and that's 11 points below his average.
And also, in terms of their other big men, Hendrick had a rough night on offense. He missed some shots that he knows he could have made, but sometimes your rhythm is off and you just miss shots like that. However, he didn't stop playing. He played a very hard game. And Chamberlain, I think, had a subpar game too. I'm not sure how many points he had, but he was virtually not much of a factor offensively in this game. They had a difficult time getting the ball down into him, and when they were able to get it to him, the shots were contested, and consequently he was more or less taken out of the offense.
So combined, you mentioned Chamberlain. He was pretty much, you didn't hear his name too much tonight. You didn't hear his name as he had 4 fouls on the night, and he had 0 points. So 12 points combined for those 2 big guys, Van Horn and Hendrick. That was the difference, and 11 points. You held 12 points was under his average, Van Horn. They lose by 11. He gets those 12 points, they win by 1.
Exactly.
So what we're going to do is we're going to name our player of the game. Our player of the game goes to Mr. David Banerjee, the point guard, the playmaker for this Brahma team. He had 13 points in that 4th quarter and ended up with 19 overall. He was 5 of 7 from 3-point range, so congratulations to him in a losing effort.
He did play a very good game, and it's too bad that he couldn't get that going a little bit earlier in the game, because it might have opened up the inside for their big men and the outcome might have been different. I'm certain that when they play them again, that they will make adjustments in that regard.
So that's the final score, 56 to 45. Diamond Bar wins it. Check it. West Covina wins it 55-46, a 9-point difference here on your CPAC, your Cable Public Awareness channel. I'm Edward J. Adams, along with Joshua Kendall. Again, our player of the game goes to David Banerjee, 9 points, 5 of 7 from 3-point range. Our next Diamond Bar telecast will be on January 22nd. That's our film day, but it'll be shown that Saturday at 10 a.m., that following Saturday at 10 a.m. against the Nobles of Nogales. Again, our player of the game, David Banerjee, congratulations to you. So until next time, for Joshua Kennerly, I'm Edward J. Adams. Have yourself a good one.